How's it going? It's Shane Thomas, ready to show you another country classic on acoustic guitar. This time in this video, we are going to learn Close Enough to Perfect by Alabama. This song came out in 1982 off the Moutain Music album, and it was a #1 hit for Alabama, and I love playing this song. Such a pretty song. The song was written by Carl Chambers, and I can't wait to show you how to play it. So if you've ever had an interest in learning how to play Close Enough to Perfect, then here's your chance, because Shane T's got a sweet tea ready. You grab the beverage of your choice. If you're not thirsty, at least grab your acoustic guitar, and let's learn how to play Close Enough to Perfect by Alabama. Now let's learn the chords and strumming pattern to Close Enough to Perfect. Now, if you already know how to play the chords that you see on your screen right now, we'll go ahead and skip ahead further along in this video, because I put timestamps in this video to where we actually play along with the song. Now, if you don't know the chords that you see on the screen right now, check out the links in the description below, because I put a tutorial to each and every one of these chords so you can learn how to play them. And that way you'll know the chords that you need to know to play this song. So real quick, the chords to Close Enough to Perfect, in no particular order, are A minor, a little G/B, but I'll show you an easy way to play that as we play it, go through the song. C minor, you got a G, D, and C. And we're going to briefly use the F and E minor. And those are the chords that you need to learn for Close Enough to Perfect. Now let's learn the strumming pattern. Now let's learn the strumming pattern to Close Enough to Perfect. I think it's just boom, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 down. I'm big on just playing, you get those chords, whatever you're feeling, and then eventually your ears will, I guarantee when Alabama's playing the song, they ain't thinking about what strumming pattern they're using. They're just playing the chords and they're feeling their way through it. But if you're trying to get technical, I would say down, up, down. Is the strumming pattern to this song. Now, like I was saying earlier with the G/B chord, when you go, as you'll learn in this A minor, when you're playing the song, when we go from the A minor, you go G/B to C. You know, an easy way to do that is just from A minor, pick your middle finger up, place it on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and then to the C major chord. That's a lot easier. I mean, sometimes you could be lazy playing guitar, you can get away with it. I love that chord progression. But if you wanted to play the actual chord, let's go A minor, G/B to C. A little bit more work involved to it. So however way you want to play it, it's going to work. But if you want a little hack, just not have to do as much, then that's an easy way to do it. Just go from your A minor, put your middle finger on that 5th string, 2nd fret, into C major chord. That's kind of a little cheating way of getting through this song, that chord progression. All right, so now we know our chords, now we know the strumming pattern. Let's play along to the song, and let's learn Close Enough to Perfect by Alabama. All right, the first thing that we want to do before we start humming and strumming is play the famous intro lick. This song's got a pretty well-known intro lick, and you can do it a variety of ways, depending on what kind of guitar you're playing, or the way you like it sounding to your ear. On the electric guitar is one way, on acoustic guitar, you can play it another way. I'll show you a couple ways. I played it like 3 different ways over the years. First one, is right here at the 12th. Pretty much everything occurs on the 12th and 14th frets of your guitar here. You start out on the 4th string, 12th fret, then 14th fret, then the 3rd string, 12th fret, so that's, then you go back up to the 14th fret of the 4th string, and then down here on the 14th fret of the 3rd string. Now, since I'm playing acoustic guitar, it's usually easier for people just to slide up a couple frets to the 16th fret, back down to the 12th. But if your fingers are strong enough, you can bend that note. Here's what I'm talking about. Then bend it up. And I pluck it again and let it come back down. So back to the 12th fret of the 3rd string. That's 12, 14 on the 4th string, then back down to the 3rd string of the 12th fret of the 3rd string. Then I go back up there and play the 12th and 14th fret of the 4th string. So it's kind of like this. To me, that sounds about right, even though we're playing on acoustic guitar. Like I said, if your finger's not strong enough or you're not as comfortable bending that note right there, you can just slide it up to the 16th fret and then back down to the 14th. Then, in reality though, there's a couple guitars playing that. You know, you got the lead guitar doing one thing, you got the acoustic doing the other one. Now let me show you another way to do it that probably sounds a little better, might be easier to play on an acoustic guitar. All right, let me show you a couple ways that might be better ways to play it on the acoustic guitar, the intro to Close Enough to Perfect. Think of the intro like 5 chords, and if you want to include the chord where you get back to start playing the first verse, just say 6, might as well say 6 chords then. So those chords are in this order: A minor, G/B, C minor, G, D. And so like the intro lick, if you don't want to do the intro lick kind of sounds like this as you're playing. I'm gonna hum the intro lick while you're playing the chords. Dun 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 dun. Burn. Sometimes a morning coffee. You see what I mean? Now, if you wanted to play the intro lick, you could do it like this. So what I'm doing there is 4th string open, 4th string 2nd fret, 3rd string open, 3rd string 2nd fret. So far we got 3rd string 2nd fret, and then I'm gonna slide from the 2nd fret of the 3rd string up to the 2nd or the 4th fret of the 3rd string. Then I slide it back down to the 2nd fret, and then I pull my finger off. This is called a pull off. Then I go back up to the 4th string, press down on the 2nd fret, and play the 3rd string open. And then you play that G chord and you're right where you need to be when you start playing the song. Now, eventually you can kind of combine like the chords and what you're playing on the lead part, but that's just if you want to. So at the most basic level, if you just want to strum along, the chords are A minor, G/B, C minor, down, G, D. And if you wanted to play the intro lick on the acoustic guitar, kind of sounds like this. Then the leads, and then you're back at G and you start singing the first verse. So let's start off with the G chord, verse 1. Sometimes a morning coffee, D to A minor and up to C. Sometimes what she says, D, she says all wrong. G down to D. Now real quick on the words right or wrong, you go real quick from C to D like this. Right or wrong to G, she's there beside me, D. Now here's that cool progression. A minor, G slash B to C. Or like I was saying earlier in the video, A minor, just take your middle finger, put it on the 5th string, 2nd fret, into that C major chord, whatever's comfortable for you. So in its entirety, it's like this. Right or wrong, she's there beside me, like only a friend could be, just like that. And now after that C, we go back down to A minor. She's close enough to perfect, to C minor for me, back up to G, down to D. Verse 2, same chords. Now she's been known to wear her pants too tight, A minor. And drinking C puts her out just like a D to G. Just like we did in verse 1, we go real quick. Heaven knows, so C, D, G. She's not an angel, but she really like to be. Good job. And that's close enough to perfect, C minor for me. Good, good, good. All right, those are the verses. Now let's learn the chorus. Go right into the chorus. All right, let's play the chorus. Now, I'm going to warn you, it's going to get a little tricky. A lot of chord changes in rapid succession coming up here, but I'm going to take it slow. I'll walk you through it, and after some practice, you'll get these chord changes. It's good for your fingers, too, to play all these chords that fast. All right, but it starts off pretty easy. So C major chord is how the chorus starts. She kisses me each morning up to G. Smiles a sleepy smile. Now here's where it gets tricky. You go back down to C on the she don't have to say it line. So it's she don't to G slash B down to A minor, G. Now all of a sudden we're going to have two new chords, F, E minor, and D. Don't you worry about my woman, what you think she ought to be. She's close enough to perfect for me. All right, let's recap. So that's the chorus, and I know I stopped it, but I think it's important to get that chord changes down. So the first section is easy, C to G. Here's the difficult part. The she don't have to say it line. So it's she don't have to say it up to G. I can see it in her eyes. So in full speed, it's like this. She kisses me each morning up to G. Smiles a sleepy smile. She don't have to say it. I can see it in her eyes. Don't you back up to G. Woman, what you think she ought to be. There's that progression like we learned in the verses. 'Cause she's close enough to perfect for me. Then it got a little bridge. Just the same as the intro. Go into verse 3. Sometimes she gets down and starts to cry. A minor up to C, but then again the lady D to G has arrived. Back down to D. She's everything. Remember that little quick C to D? She's everything. Back up to G I ever wanted. She's all I ever need. There's C back down to A minor. She's close enough to perfect, C minor to G. Repeat that chorus again. She kisses me each morning, smiles a sleepy smile. She don't have to say it, I can see it in her eyes. Don't you worry about my woman, what you think she ought to be, 'cause she's close enough to perfect for me. Big finish, the outro. Whoa, she's close enough to perfect. C minor. Now we're gonna get high on the G chord. For me. G, D, A minor. Bom, 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 bom. C, bom, 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 bom. G. Dun, dun, G, dun, dun. Here's that chord progression. Dun, 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 dun. G. And it just kind of fades out. You just keep strumming whatever chords you want in the song, however you want. Boom, 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 boom. Because this is a section where that guitar, that lead guitar is soloing and it just kind of fades out. End it however you want. And that's how you play Close Enough to Perfect by Alabama. If you like Alabama, if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you hadn't already, I appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can get all the latest country classic tutorials and lessons as soon as I publish them. All right, I want y'all to keep strumming and humming and humming and strumming. And take care, 'cause she's close enough to perfect for me.